Welcome to IDQ Value Adder, and today we are going through the vocabulary session. I'm Subhash Karthik, Digital Communication Coach. And today it's our power vocabulary session. And our topic is the verb, the superhero in the world of sentence. We all know that verb is so important, it plays a great role. Whenever you speak in English, as far as the grammar is concerned, verb plays a great role. If you are putting right verb, your sentence will be right. If you put wrong verb, your sentence will be wrong. Without any verb, you cannot make any sentence. So the verb is very important. And today we'll be talking about 5 such verb. So today we are going to talk about 5 verbs. Very important. But before that, I just want to show you all those 5 verbs. If you want to write, you can write it somewhere. The first verb is kneel, kneel. The second is eavesdrop. The third is cling. Fourth is bewilder. And the fifth is slay. These are the 5 verbs we are going to learn today. And by the time we end today's class, you will be able to understand and use this verb in your future sentences. Okay, these are the 5 verbs, and I'm going to give you some blanks. Okay, you have to fill all those blank with this 5 verb. So try to understand. He was dash. Why he couldn't score a single run? What could be the right verb here? Think about it. He was dash. Why he could not score a single run? Okay, the next sentence is coming. Whenever he is into church, he always dash down and pray. Whenever he is into church, he always dash down and pray. Think about it. Okay, the next sentence. Many dogs have been dash by the roadside. This is a number 4, okay? Number 3 will be coming after this. Many dogs have been dash by the roadside. Number 3, he never misses to dash his parents. He never misses to dash his parents. Okay. Number 5, he was dash on to the high rise mount building. He was dash on to the high rise building. So these are the 5 sentences. Okay, the first word is bewilder. Bewilder. Bewilder is a verb, okay? So if it is a verb, then it has a verb family. Bewilder, bewilders, bewildered, bewildering, bewildered, to bewilder. So these are the verbs, and verb has verb family also. So the bewilder, the meaning is to become perplexed and confused. To become confused. Okay? When you become confused, that that circumstance, that condition is known as bewilder. Bewilder. You know, I can say I'm bewildered. I'm bewildered. Ed लगेगा उसमें. This is a verb. Huh? This is not an adjective. तो ये ed लग सकता है as far as you know you are changing the tense. I am bewildered. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आई एम बिविल्डर, डर नहीं होगा, इसमें ईडी लग जाएगा, पास्ट पार्टिसिपल हो जाएगा, आई एम बिविल्डर्ड. सो बिविल्डर इज अ वर्ब and the meaning is to become confused. Okay, एक let's go and understand a sentence. एक sentence देखेंगे, I think you will be able to understand and you can also use it. She just bewilders me by asking a lot of questions at the same time. So she bewilders. This bewilders is present too. She just bewilders me by asking a lot of questions at the same time. वो मुझे हमेशा कंफ्यूज करती है बहुत सारे सवाल पूछ के. She bewilders me by asking a lot of questions at the same time. Okay, one more sentence. I want sentence from you also, okay? After this sentence, I want that you make your sentence also. She was bewildered. So ये जो next वाली sentence है, this is a passive sentence. She was bewildered. उसको confuse किया जाता है, you know? She was bewildered by his sudden change of mood. वो हमेशा confuse हो जाती है उसके change of mood के साथ, उसका mood के साथ वो हमेशा change हो जाती है, वो confuse हो जाती है. कभी उसका mood you know कुछ करने के लिए सोचता है, कभी दूसरी चीज करने के लिए सोचता है. तो she was bewildered by her sudden change of mood. Her होगा यहाँ पे, his नहीं होगा. By her. Oh sorry, यहाँ पे his है because यहाँ पे बोला जाए शायद किसी दूसरे के मूड के ऊपर, इसीलिए यहाँ पे his लिखा गया है, not her. Sorry. She was bewildered by his sudden change of mood. Okay. Now these are the sentences. Now I want that you should try to write some sentence. अगर मैं देखूंगा कि वो गलत है तो मैं आपको करेक्ट करूंगा. So I want everyone, आप अपने chat box में जाओ and you try to write a sentence with bewilder to make to become confused. अगर आप खुद को confuse करोगे तो I am bewildered, I was bewildered. और अगर आप किसी दूसरे को confuse करोगे तो I bewildered, उसमें was, am ये सब नहीं आएगा. So yes, I'm looking for the first sentence from your end. Okay, so we are getting some sentences here. I was bewildered to solve the math. Okay, okay, Poonam, I was bewildered by my daughter what to choose or what not to choose. Okay, fine. Good sentences. Some more sentences. ये verb है और you know to use verb is more easier. आप अपने verb को आराम से use कर सकते हो. अगर आप किसी को कंफ्यूज करना चाहते हो तो यू कैन से आई बिविल्डर. नीलम has written I am bewildered to see my son's class 6 course. Okay, very nice Neelam, wonderful. Rupa Bhattacharya, I bewilder in my future. So Rupa, when you say I bewilder means I confuse someone. So वहां पे आपका सेंटेंस थोड़ा सा बेटर करे, I bewilder him और her. ऐसे भी आप लिख सकते हो. अर्पिता, आई एम बिविल्डर्ड ऑफ टेकिंग. ओके, यहाँ पे टेक नहीं लिख के टेकिंग लिखिए. इट विल बी, कभी भी आप ऑफ प्रेपोजिशन यूज करोगे you should write ing in the next verb. I'm bewildered of taking any decision in my life. Yogita, I was bewildered how to do change नहीं, how to change. How to do change लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. I was bewildered how to change myself for my daughter. Okay. Prashanti, sometimes I was bewildered in public speaking class by listening others. Kanchan, she always bewildered to solve any problem. My daughter always bewildered how to control her study. Okay, very nice. Always remember, जब आप confused हो जाते हो तो आप बोल सकते हो I am bewildered और I was bewildered और I will be bewildered. लेकिन जब आप किसी को कंफ्यूज करते हो तो आप उस समय आई बिविल्डर्ड उसमें इज एम आर ये सब नहीं लगाओगे. सिंपली आई बिविल्डर्ड हिम. ओके, सो दिस इज द वर्ड कॉल्ड बिविल्डर्ड. कभी कभी हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, अरे यार आई एम शॉक, क्या करना है, आई डोंट नो. इन दैट टाइम आप बोल सकते हो, यस आई एम बिविल्डर्ड, व्हाट टू डू, आई डोंट नो, आई एम सो कंफ्यूज्ड. तो उस समय आप शॉक तो लिख ही सकते हो, आप कंफ्यूज भी बोल सकते हो, बट आई एम बिविल्डर्ड. आई बिविल्डर्ड नहीं हो, आई एम बिविल्डर्ड. यू कैन से लाइक दिस. फाइन, लेट्स गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट वर्ब. या पूनम शुक्ला, यू वांट टू आस्क एनीथिंग?
Yes, sir. Actually, I am not able to type speedily. That's why I can I tell my the can you tell
Yeah,
me
please,
sentence?
please,
Yeah,
please, please, Puram.
I was bewildered when I was joining this course.
ओके, ओके.
Is it
आप
okay?
मैं आप
Yeah,
बोलना
I
चाहते हो कि आप कंफ्यूज थे उस समय,
yeah
कंफ्यूज हो गए थे ना. आई वाज
yeah
बिविल्डर्ड,
yeah
आई वाज बिविल्डर्ड.
when I
ओके,
was joining this course, speaking course.
उसको ऐसे मत बोलिए कि व्हेन आई
Okay,
आई वाज बिविल्डर्ड व्हेन आई वाज ज्वाइनिंग. नहीं, उसको एक ही सेंटेंस में पुट कीजिए.
okay,
आई वाज बिविल्डर्ड while taking decision of joining this course.
okay. And I got bewildered. ये
हाँ,
right
वो भी दोनों राइट है. आई
चलेगा?
वॉज, यहाँ हाँ दोनों चलेगा. आई वॉज
Okay,
बिविल्डर्ड और आई गॉट बिविल्डर्ड while
okay.
taking the decision of
Decision.
joining this class.
Thank.
नॉर्मली क्या होता है, मैं बता रहा हूँ, आई एम टेलिंग टू एवरीवन, बिविल्डर्ड आप तभी बोलोगे जब आपके पास बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस रहेंगे एंड यू हैव टू चूज द राइट ऑप्शन. आप बिविल्डर्ड हो एकदम, मतलब आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि आप क्या करोगे. यू हैव सो मेनी ऑप्शंस टू डू एंड आप, ऐसा होता है बहुत समय, वी हैव मेनी ऑप्शंस टू डू बट वी आर नॉट एबल टू finalize our decision that what should I do. So you get bewildered. Okay, so it's not कि आप confuse हो आप करोगे कि नहीं करोगे. It's about when you have lot of option to choose the right option, then you become bewildered. Okay, let's go for the next verb. Kneel. See, this word is very much, used, and many times we used to kneel down at our classes, school days also. So this is a word which we know, but we don't use it. Many people we know kneel का मतलब होता है ऐसे जैसे ये इंसान बैठा है, kneel down करके हम लोग बैठते हैं कभी कभी, So we know this, we heard this, we did this, but we never use this. Kneel, नी को, नी के ऊपर वेट देके जब हम लोग बैठते हैं, that is called kneel. Okay, so be in or assume a position in which body is supported by a knee or the knees, as when praying or showing submission. जब आप कभी प्रे करते हो, when you pray God, you sometimes kneel, sometimes when you say sorry to someone, you kneel, so many times you do this. This is a position where you just take support of your knees and you pray or you do something. Kneel. Okay, now we'll see some sentences. Kneel is a verb. Again, kneel is a verb. तो अगर आप नी के जरिए आप बैठ रहे हो तो आप बोलोगे आई नील डाउन. आप नीचे बैठ रहे हो, आई नील डाउन भी लिख सकते हो आप. इजी सेंटेंस, आई एम गिविंग यू एन इजी सेंटेंस. आई नील डाउन. नील का जो पास्ट होता है वो होता है नेल्ट. नेल्ट. नील का पास्ट होता है नेल्ट. ओके, लेट्स सी दिस. नेल्ट इज द पास्ट पार्टिसिपल. Knelt is the past participle. Sorry, not past. Knelt is past participle. Past and past participle, there are differences. They have knelt down and prayed. They have knelt down. So kneel का past participle होता है knelt. They have knelt down and prayed. They have knelt down and prayed. और ये जो है यह है kneeled. Kneeled is the past. Kneeled is the past. She kneeled down beside him. She kneeled down beside him. So kneeled is past and knelt is past participle. कैसे समझोगे आप? पास्ट कभी भी जब आता है तो सेंटेंस में एक सिंगल वर्ब होता है. तो आप देखो नील्ड में सिंगल वर्ब है, दैट इज नील्ड. और जब भी नेल्ट आता है, पास्ट पार्टिसिपल आता है, इट ऑलवेज कम्स विथ सम अदर वर्ब. सो यहाँ पे देखो हैव के साथ आया है. सो आफ्टर हैव देन इट इज पास्ट पार्टिसिपल. सो नेल्ट इज पास्ट पार्टिसिपल एंड नील्ड इज पास्ट. So now I'm looking for your sentences. So please write the first thing, a good sentence, and then try to write. It is somehow comparatively very easy word. Kneel. Kneel माने अपने घुटनों के बल बैठना. Kneel. Yes, I'm looking for the answers. We are getting some sentences. Poonam has written, they tried to kneel me down. Okay, very good sentence. To kneel is a good exercise after the supper. Okay, that's wonderful sentence, Shreya. I kneel down and doing yoga daily. Very good. Teacher kneel down Ram in the class. Okay. Teacher kneel down, तो टीचर थोड़ी kneel down हो रहा है. तो उस सेंटेंस को रूपा भट्टाचार्य आप कैसे लिख सकते हो? The teacher made Ram kneel down in the class. Made Ram kneel down in the class. नीलम, we should knelt down. should के बाद नीलम अग्रवाल, should के बाद आप past participle कैसे लगा सकते हो? should के बाद it should always be mother form. We should kneel down and sit after eating food. We should knelt down is the wrong sentence. We should kneel down and sit. Prashanti, there are many yoga postures where they use the kneel down. Where they use the kneel down का क्यों लिख रहे हैं आप? Where they kneel down ऐसे लिखो. use लिखने का जरूरत ही नहीं था. He knelt down and proposed me for marriage. वाह पूनम शुक्ला जी, अच्छा सेंटेंस है. बट knelt down मत लिखिए, क्योंकि knelt जब कभी भी आएगा तो वो have या has या had के साथ आएगा. यहाँ पे kneeled down होगा, past होगा. आपने past participle लिखा है, सेंटेंस राइट है, बट वो kneeled down होगा. Arpita, my daughter is kneel down beside me and I'm pray to God. Arpita Dev, sentence you tried well. My daughter is kneeling down. Is है ना, तो वहां पे present participle होगा. Is kneeling down to beside me नहीं, kneeling down beside me when I pray to God. When I am praying, when I pray to God. My daughter is kneeling down beside me. Okay, Bowa Kondu. It feels comfortable to kneel down at the ground during the hot weather. He proposed her by on से better होगा. He proposed her kneeling, by kneeling down in front of her. ऐसे करके लिखेंगे तो better है. On kneel down सही नहीं लग रहा है. I have knelt down, Rekha, and prayed my parents. Okay. My sister tried to kneel me down. Yeah, Shreya, wonderful. Okay. Any questions? If you want, anybody wants to ask, you can unmute yourself and you can ask. Prashanti, you want to ask anything?
The sentence is wrong.
Okay, guys, our next word is cling. Cling is a very nice word, cling. Cling. Cling is a word. The meaning is you're holding something very tight. When you hold something, जब आप एक चीज को बहुत जोर से पकड़ते हो, ताकि आपको बैलेंस बना रहे, आपको कोई हटा नहीं सके, so you cling tight, you hold something very tight, have a well grip, ताकि आप गिर ना जाओ, ताकि आपको कोई हटा ना सके, आपका बैलेंस बना रहे. Cling. So the past of cling is clinged, ed रहेगा. But the past participle is clung, C-U-L-U-N-G. C-L-U-N-G, clung. C-L-U-N-G. Cling का past होता है clinged, ed. But past participle हो जाएगा clung, C-L-U-G. Cling, the meaning of cling is to hold something tightly. इसका सेंटेंस जब आप देखोगे, it will be more clear to you all. Cling. Let's see the sentence. Another man was rescued as he clung to the river bank. Another man was rescued as he clung to the river bank.
Past participant में clung है ना सर?
Clung. Yes, clung.
And इसको ed लगाना है, इसे cling.
Okay.
मतलब
I just want to correct myself here. The past is also clung, the past participle is also clung, because that's why I just saw right now it is he clung. So here it is past. So past is also clung and past participle is also clung. So there's no word called clinged. Okay, so that was the mistake. So another man was rescued as he clung to the river bank. एक इंसान था, वो बच गया, उसको बचाया गया क्योंकि वो एकदम नदी के किनारे था. कैसे भी अपने आप को किसी चीज से पकड़ा हुआ था, जिसके लिए वो बच गया. वो बहाव में नहीं गया, वो कोई चीज को पकड़ा हुआ था, इसीलिए वो एकदम रिवर बैंक में ही था, एकदम किनारे था. सो वो उसे हम लोग रेस्क्यू कर पाए. यहाँ पे ये सेंटेंस का मतलब ये होता है. Another man was rescued as he clung to the river bank. As he clung to the river bank. If the meaning is not clear, please ask me. He managed to cling on to the mountain. He managed to cling on to the mountain. वो माउंटेन को पकड़ने में कामयाब रहा ताकि वो गिर ना जाए. He was holding that mountain very tightly so that वो वहां से गिरे नहीं. इसका मीनिंग है ये. He managed to cling on to the mountain. Yes. Question.
Sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
Rekha, just a minute. Rekha, you want to ask something?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So who
Excuse me,
is
sir.
asking? Yeah, Poonam Shukla, tell me.
Sir, it is used for only when we hold something physically.
फिजिकली, हाँ देखो ऐसा नहीं कि फिजिकली, आप मेंटली भी क्लिंग कर सकते हैं. सपोज ही इज क्लिंगिंग टू नेगेटिव थॉट्स. मेरे
Okay.
मेरे 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 सेंटेंस को देखिए. ही वाज क्लिंगिंग टू नेगेटिव थॉट्स, सो ही कुड नॉट एबल टू गो अहेड इन हिज लाइफ. वो नेगेटिव थॉट्स को ऐसे पकड़ के रखा था. तो आप नेगेटिव थॉट्स को
आई
पकड़ना, ये कोई भी चीज को पकड़ के रखना, इस वो फिजिकल हो या लेकिन नॉर्मली हम लोग इसको फिजिकल में ज्यादा यूज करते हैं.
Okay.
बट हम लोग बहुत समय अपने जिद को, अपने ईगो को पकड़ के रखते हैं, ताकि वहां से. सो ये आप वहां पे भी इसको यूज कर सकते हो.
Okay.
बट
We see.
लेकिन क्लिंग ज्यादातर फिजिकल चीजों को यूज, मतलब पकड़ के रखने में ही ज्यादा यूज होता है. बट वी कैन यूज इन इमटेरियल थिंग्स ऑल्सो. ही वॉज क्लिंगिंग टू हिज ओल्ड थॉट्स, ओल्ड एटीट्यूड. हम लोग बोल सकते हैं वो अपना पुराना थॉट्स छोड़ता ही नहीं है. ही इज ऑलवेज क्लिंगिंग टू हिज ओल्ड एटीट्यूड. ही वाज ऑलवेज क्लिंगिंग टू हिज ओल्ड नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड. हम लोग ऐसे भी बोल सकते हैं सेंटेंस को. अपने नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड को छोड़ना ही नहीं चाहता है, हमेशा पकड़ के रखता है एकदम. सो क्लिंगिंग इज अ वर्ड, यू कैन यूज इट इन मेनी वेज. उसका कोई बैड हैबिट है तो हम बोल सकते हैं यार, ही ऑलवेज क्लिंग्स टू हिज बैड हैबिट्स. We cannot save. So we are getting some sentences, guys. You can also write down some sentences.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर.
Yes.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर.
Yeah, tell me. Savita.
सर जैसे छोटे बच्चे जो कोई अपनी चीज पकड़ के रखते हैं, कैन वी यूज फॉर दैट
देखिए,
थिंग पर्टिकुलर?
क्लिंगिंग का मतलब होता है कोई चीज को जोर से होल्ड करके रखना और उसको छोड़ना नहीं. तो कोई भी ऐसे सिचुएशन
सपोज
में
आई
आप.
एम माई आई जस्ट हाँ. अब
हम्म,
जैसे मेरा छोटा बेटा है, वो अपनी सैनिटाइजर की बोतल को छोड़ता ही नहीं है हाथ से. तो कैन आई यूज फॉर
यस,
द
आप यूज
सेम?
कर
आई मीन
सकते हो. आप यूज कर सकते हो उसमें. आप उसमें भी
वो,
यूज.
हाँ, सैनिटाइजर की बोतल कभी उसके हाथ से नहीं अलग होती है. इवन ही इज गोइंग इन वॉशरूम, ही जस्ट होल्ड दैट सैनिटाइजर बॉटल एंड
आप उसको यूज
डोंट
कर
वांट
सकते
टू
हो एकदम.
पुट हियर एंड देयर.
Yes, very good. You can always tell that my younger son always cling to his sanitizer. ऐसे करके आप लिख सकते हो वहाँ पे.
सैनिटाइजर बॉटल.
हम्म.
ओके,
Okay. So so we have got the first sentence. I always clung my son's hand while crossing in traffic. Okay. So आप रूपा, यू आर स्पीकिंग अबाउट आप हमेशा पकड़ के रखते हो ना, तो इन दैट केस यू शुड नॉट यूज पास्ट. आई ऑलवेज क्लिंग माई सन्स हैंड while crossing in the traffic. See, try to understand very important thing. Whenever you want to use hold, जहाँ पे आप hold को यूज करते हो वहां पे आप cling को यूज कर सकते हो. लेकिन क्लिंग का मतलब और ज्यादा अगर अप्रोप्रिएट देखो तो आप अगर उस चीज को पकड़ के रखे हो, अगर उसको पकड़ के नहीं रखोगे तो आप या तो गिर जाओगे, या आप अगर नेगेटिव में हो तो पॉजिटिव में गिर जाओगे, या तो पॉजिटिव में हो तो नेगेटिव में गिर जाओगे. मतलब अगर उसको छोड़ दिए तो आप नेगेटिव से पॉजिटिव या पॉजिटिव से नेगेटिव चले जाओगे. नॉर्मली ऐसे सिचुएशन में हम लोग इसको यूज करते हैं. अगर आप बोलोगे कि ही वॉज क्लिंगिंग टू द मोबाइल, ऐसे करके आप मोबाइल को पकड़ने से या नहीं पकड़ने से पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव नहीं होता है. मैं पहाड़ चढ़ रहा हूं तो आई वॉज क्लिंगिंग टू द माउंटेन. छोड़ दूंगा तो गिर जाऊंगा, मर जाऊंगा. सो कोई भी क्लिंग को आप कहाँ यूज करते हो? जब आप कोई चीज को पकड़ के अगर छोड़ दोगे तो आप एक या तो अच्छे जगह चले जाओगे या तो बुरे जगह. एक ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होगा वहां पे पोजीशन का. तो यहाँ पे आप ये चीज दिमाग में रखिए, कहीं पे भी आप होल्डिंग के जगह आप क्लिंग को यूज करना चाहते हो कर सकते हैं, लेकिन नॉर्मली क्लिंग यूज होता है जब आप नहीं पकड़ के रखोगे तो आप गिर जाओगे ऐसे सिचुएशन। तो वो दिमाग में रखिएगा, अदरवाइज सेंटेंस व्हाट यू आर मेकिंग इज राइट, नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम। ओके, लेट्स सी
My
सम ऑफ द,
sentence is correct, sir.
या मैं देख रहा हूँ, मैं
हाँ.
सेंटेंस देख रहा हूँ। When I was doing zipping, I clung to the rope. Very good, very good. ये सेंटेंस अच्छा है कंचन। I clung the rope. I clung to the rope. To the rope आप लिखिए, उसमें बेटर लगेगा। नीलम अग्रवाल, my son cling my hand. My son clings. Clings होगा। Present two. My son clings my hand whenever we swing. Very good. ठीक है, सेंटेंस ग्रामेटिकली ठीक है। पूनम, वी शुड नॉट रिमेन क्लिंग नहीं होता, रिमेन क्लंग हो जाएगा पूनम शुक्ला। वी शुड नॉट रिमेन क्लंग विथ आवर ऑर्थोडॉक्स थॉट्स। वेरी गुड सेंटेंस, बहुत अच्छा सेंटेंस है पूनम शुक्ला जी। बस इसमें खाली क्लंग लिख दीजिएगा, क्लंग, वो रिमेन क्लंग। While driving car, I was clung myself. प्रशांति, I was clung क्यों यूज कर रहे हो यहाँ पे? While driving, I cling myself. I cling the steering tightly. I cling the steering. I have saved an old man by clinging from a coming car. Okay. Okay, Yogita, we should cling good thoughts. Very good. Cling to the good thoughts. I am cling नहीं होता, I am clung हो जाएगा। I am clung the boat. So आप उसको, आप अर्पिता, whenever you use present, तो वहां पे आप am क्यों लगाते हो? It is not always required कि आप whenever you use present तो आपको am लगाना ही पड़ेगा। I cling, I am क्यों लगा रहे हैं यहाँ पे? I cling the boat rope when I was rafting. Very good. My sister clung me to go outside. तो सेंटेंस सही है, लेकिन क्लंग नॉर्मली हम लोग कोई चीज को जब होल्ड करके रखते हैं ताकि हम गिर ना जाए, उसमें हम लोग क्लिंग को ज्यादा यूज करते हैं। आप लोग हर जगह क्लिंग यूज कर रहे हो तो ग्रामेटिकली सही है, बट अप्रोप्रिएट नहीं है। तो क्लिंग आप वहीं पे यूज
आई
करोगे जहां
क्लिंग होगा सर, आई एम नहीं होगा।
नहीं होगा। एम क्यों लगा रहे हो? ये एम का जरूरत
आई
ही नहीं है।
क्लिंग द बोट।
यस, आई क्लिंग द रोप ऑफ द बोट।
सर क्लिंग का पास्ट क्या है?
क्लंग, CLUNG, क्लंग।
पास्ट पार्टिसिपल?
Clung, same, CLUNG. While touring in Rupee, I was cling नहीं होता है, I cling and shook hands with both hands. Okay, Moa, but the sentence is not that right, but your meaning is not clear. Shreya, I have tried to cling myself by getting angry for my sister.
Sir,
Okay, yes.
पास्ट में क्लंग बोला आपने सर।
क्लंग, हाँ, पास्ट में क्लंग होगा, पास्ट पार्टिसिपल भी सेम होगा। सी, आप लोग आप क्लिंग को बहुत जगह यूज कर रहे हो, बट नॉर्मली क्लिंग का यूज वहां पे होता है जहां पे आप कोई चीज को अगर पकड़ के नहीं रखोगे तो छूट जाओ, तो आप जबरदस्ती पकड़ के रखे हो, नहीं तो वो छूट जाएगा। तो ऐसे सिचुएशन में आप क्लिंग को यूज करोगे। जैसे मैं अभी मोबाइल को पकड़ा हुआ हूं, तो अगर नहीं भी पकड़ूंगा तो वो छूटेगा भी, तो क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं होगा। लेकिन क्लिंग जहां पे यूज होता है, वहां पे अगर आप कोई चीज पकड़ के रखे हो, तो अगर आप छोड़ दोगे तो काफी अच्छा होगा या काफी खराब होगा, दोनों में से एक होगा। ऐसे सिचुएशन में हम लोग क्लिंग को यूज करते हैं। जैसे मैं फ्लैट से गिर रहा हूं, तो मैं फ्लैट के रेलिंग को पकड़ा हुआ हूं, आई वॉज क्लिंगिंग टू द रेलिंग ऑफ द बालकनी। छोड़ दूंगा तो गिर जाऊं, राइट? तो आप उस कंडीशन में क्लिंग को यूज करोगे। आई वॉज क्लिंगिंग माई फ्रेंड्स हैंड, तो क्या होगा? मैं अपने दोस्त के हाथ को नहीं पकड़ के रखूंगा तो क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं होने वाला। लेकिन अगर मैं ऊपर से गिर रहा हूं एंड आई वाज क्लिंगिंग टू माय फ्रेंड्स हैंड, इन दैट केस आप क्लिंग को यूज कर सकते हो। आप ऊपर से गिर रहे हो लेकिन आपके दोस्त ने आपको हाथ दिया है, आप उस हाथ को पकड़ के रखे हो, सो आप क्लिंग को कहाँ यूज करोगे? वहां यूज करोगे जब आप गिर रहे हो कहीं से, आप नहीं पकड़ के रखोगे तो गिर जाओगे, ऐसे सिचुएशन में आपको क्लिंग को यूज करना है। और अगर आप गिर गए तो या तो बहुत अच्छा होगा या तो बहुत खराब होगा, दोनों में से कोई एक। तो हर जगह क्लिंग को मत यूज कीजिए। मैं
Okay.
आई एम क्लिंगिंग टू द मोबाइल, ये कोई सेंटेंस नहीं है। आई एम होल्डिंग माई मोबाइल, ठीक है। क्लिंगिंग
So
आप
while bungee jumping, I clung the rope. Is it right?
आई वॉज क्लिंगिंग टू द रोप टू सेव माई सेल्फ, ऐसे करके भी बोल सकते हैं, ठीक है, एकदम राइट है। वहां पे आप यूज कर सकते हो एकदम। आप बोल रहे हो मैं सिगरेट पी रहा था तो आई वॉज क्लिंगिंग माई सिगरेट, नो, यहाँ पे सिगरेट ये कोई जगह है क्या? ये कोई सिचुएशन ही नहीं है। क्लिंगिंग, इफ यू आर होल्डिंग समथिंग, यू आर नॉट लीविंग इट, आप उसको रिलीज नहीं कर रहे हो, वहां पे आप क्लिंग को यूज करो। ओके, लेट्स गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट वन। The next verb is slay. The next verb is slay. It's a wonderful word. बहुत अच्छा word है ये, slay. Slay. The meaning of slay is to kill a person in a violent way. To kill a person, देखो सिर्फ killing नहीं है, kill a person or animal in a violent, मतलब काफी वायलेंट होके जब आप किसी को मारते हो तब उसे स्ले कहते हैं। किसी को काट के मार डालना, किसी को मार डालने को स्ले नहीं बोलते, किसी को काट के तड़पा तड़पा के मारने को हम लोग स्ले बोलते हैं। पुट टू डेथ, किसी को एकदम मौत तक पहुंचाना, एकदम तड़पा तड़पा के, दैट इज कॉल्ड स्ले। दैट इज स्ले, SLAY, स्ले। सो जहां जहां आप किल लिखते हो उस किल के जगह आप स्ले लिख सकते हो, बट डिफरेंस यही है कि स्ले मतलब होता है किसी को तड़पा तड़पा के मारना, काट के मतलब चुभा के, चुभो के, मतलब उस टाइप में किसी को तड़पा तड़पा के किसी भी इंसान को या जानवर को मारने को स्ले बोलते हैं। So let's see the sentences. The king slew the dragon. Ab slew is the past. Slew is the past. Slew is the past. और past participle है slain. Slain, SLAIN. Slain. The past participle is slain, SLAIN. Slain. This is past participle. Guys, this is very important. Past क्या है, past participle क्या है, these are very very important. इसको आप नजरअंदाज बिल्कुल मत करना। The king slew the dragon. Slew जो है वो past है, dragon को मारा था। He was found slain in his apartment. He was found, वो पाया गया, slain मतलब मरा हुआ पाया गया, काफी तड़पा तड़पा के मारा गया उसको। ऐसे सिचुएशन में हम उसको ऐसे लिखेंगे, he was found slain in his apartment. उसको काट काट कर, पीस पीस कर मारा गया, ऐसा सिचुएशन में हम ऐसे सेंटेंसेस लिखते हैं, he was found slain in his apartment. He was found slain in his apartment. Okay, I'm looking for you.
Please, sir, can you
Yeah,
please explain this sentence once again?
He was found slain in his apartment. He was found मरा हुआ पाया गया, लेकिन वो सिर्फ नॉर्मल मरा हुआ नहीं कि उसको हार्ट अटैक हो गया मर गया। स्लेन मतलब किसी ने उसको काफी तड़पा
Murder.
तड़पा के मारा।
Sir,
यस,
brutally murdered.
हाँ, ब्रूटली मर्डर जो बोलते हैं।
Brutally.
हाँ, तो उस केस में हम लोग बोल सकते हैं कि he was found slain in his apartment. He was found slain in his apartment. Okay, I'm looking for some answers from your end. It is very easy verb, so I believe you will be able to write the right answer. I want that you should also try some sentences. जहां जहां पे आप kill लिखते हो, kill के जगह आप slay को use कर सकते हो, but याद रखना कि this is more brutal killing. Please listen, this is very important. Sometimes हमको बोलना होता है कि he was found and he was slain in his apartment. दो सेंटेंस हो रहा है, he was found in his apartment and he was slain in his apartment. दो सेंटेंस है। अब दोनों सेंटेंस को जब आप मिलाओगे तो हो जाएगा he was found slain in his apartment. So there are two different sentences, but when we we do a merge of those two sentences, it becomes one. And now the sentence is he was found slain in his apartment. Okay, let's see some of your sentences. Cat slew the rat. नीलम, बहुत easy sentence था and you cleverly mentioned this sentence. बहुत अच्छा है. Yogita, some people were slaying animals. Very good sentence, Yogita. Rupa, the lion slays the deer. Very nice. यहाँ पे आप लोग बस kill के जगह slay को use कर रहे हो. Very smart answer, huh? The man was found by slaying in the jungle. Okay. The stray dog was found slain by the roadside. Very good. The tiger slew the person. Arpita, I was found the dog slain in the roadside. Very good. Kanchan, chick is slay by butcher and sell them. Chicks are slain by the butcher. Chicks are slain by the butcher. यहाँ पे past participle होगा slain. He slain his wife. अच्छा, he slain his wife नहीं होगा पूनम शुक्ला, क्योंकि slain past participle है, तो यहाँ पे होगा he slew his wife हो सकता है, और he has slain his wife हो सकता है, but सिर्फ he slain नहीं होगा. slain is a past participle. past participle कभी भी अकेले नहीं बैठता है, या तो has, have ये सब बैठता है उसके साथ. Oh, I was really shocked when I saw that man slew. Woman slew. The woman, okay. Boa. Rupa, the dogs slay each other. Okay, fine. I was found the dog slain in the roadside. The hunters slew the elephant. Very good. Very good. I found a pigeon slain in the garden. Very good.
Sir, my
Okay.
sentence is right.
Yes, your sentence is right. Absolutely right. Okay, now we'll go for the next sentence. Next word, sorry. Eavesdrop is a wonderful word. Eavesdrop. Eavesdrop. The meaning of eavesdrop is to listen somebody's talk secretly. To listen somebody's talk secretly. जब कोई इंसान किसी की छुपते छुपके किसी की बात सुनता है, that is called eavesdrop. चुपके चुपके किसी की बातें सुनना, that is called eavesdrop. तो eavesdrop का past हो जाएगा eavesdropped, ed लग जाएगा, और past participle में भी ed लग जाएगा eavesdropped. और उस केस में डबल पी होगा, याद रखिएगा डबल पी. जब आप इसको पास्ट या पास्ट पार्टिसिपल में चेंज करोगे तो डबल पी ईडी लग जाएगा eavesdropped. और अगर आप इसमें eavesdropping भी लिखोगे, आईएनजी भी लिखोगे, बिकॉज इट इज अ वर्ब, इसमें आईएनजी भी फिट होगा, तो आईएनजी भी अगर फिट करोगे तो डबल पी होगा वहां पे. eavesdropping. eavesdropping. तो अगर मैं बोलूंगा कि मैं पूनम शुक्ला जी की बात चुप चुप कर सुन रहा था, तो मैंने ये नहीं बोलूंगा कि आई वॉज लिसनिंग पूनम शुक्ला's टॉक सीक्रेटली. मैं सिंपली बोलूंगा आई वॉज eavesdropping पूनम शुक्ला. आई वॉज eavesdropping. eavesdropping का मतलब ही होता है चुपके चुपके किसी की बातें सुनना. So I was eavesdropping. Okay, let's see some sentences. Sorry, I just eavesdrop and now I feel I shouldn't have. बहुत अच्छा सेंटेंस है, बहुत समय ऐसा लगता है, नो. Sorry, I just eavesdrop and now I feel I shouldn't have. Sorry, I just eavesdrop and I feel I should have not. इसका मतलब, yeah, can anybody tell me the meaning of this sentence? Anyone?
सर सॉरी, मतलब गलती से मैं आपकी बात सुन लिया था जो सुनना नहीं
नहीं
चाहिए.
चाहिए था.
Okay. ये गलती से मैं सुनना चाहता था,
नहीं,
ऐसा नहीं.
मैंने सुन लिया.
मैंने सुना
हाँ.
मुझे ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था.
हाँ, काइंड ऑफ. मैंने eavesdrop किया, मैं चुपके चुपके आपकी बात सुना, लेकिन मुझे लगा बाद में कि मुझे अभी लगता है कि मुझे नहीं सुनना चाहिए था. Like that. Absolutely right. Okay, next sentence. I noticed him eavesdropping throughout our conversation. मैंने उसको नोटिस किया कि वो हमारी बात चुपके चुपके सुन रहा था. I noticed him eavesdropping throughout our conversation. Okay, now I'm looking for your sentences. बहुत easy sentence है. I eavesdrop, I'm eavesdropping, I have eavesdropped. These are the sentences. Eavesdrop is a not good habit. Kanchan, this sentence में जो आप eavesdrop लिख रहे हो, ये eavesdrop तो noun हो रहा है, ये verb नहीं है. Eavesdropping is not a good habit, तो ये एक noun है. We should not eavesdrop. You can write this sentence also. We should not eavesdrop. Yesterday I eavesdropped my sister. You know, yesterday I eavesdropped my sister. My neighbor eavesdropped me. Very good. Rupa, nowadays politicians' phone calls are eavesdropped. Phone calls are eavesdropped. I don't like eavesdropping. Moa Kundu, this eavesdropping, your sentence is right, but this eavesdropping is not a verb, what you have written. Rekha, she was eavesdropping our gossips. Okay, Poonam Shukla, over conversation was being eavesdropped. ये क्या sentence है पूनम शुक्ला जी? Over.
It was our conversation was being eavesdropped.
Okay.
Our conversation.
Okay. Conversation was being eavesdropped. Okay, fine. That is fine then. Okay, very nice. She should not eavesdrop anyone's talk. Okay, fine. Kanchan, she always eavesdrops me. Very good. She always eavesdrop me and tells everyone. Very good. Neelam, we should not eavesdrop. Very good. Rupa, eavesdropping, always not harmful. Rupa Bhattacharya, eavesdropping is the noun, the way you have written. Yogita, many people were eavesdropping other persons. It's a bad habit. Okay, very good, Yogita. My sister was eavesdropping when I was in my online class. Okay, very good, Shreya. Wonderful. You people are writing very nice. Again, एक बार repeat करते हैं जो भी हमने किया अभी तक. Whatever we have done, I just want to go. We started with bewilder, means getting confused. She just bewilders me by asking a lot of questions. She was bewildered by his sudden change of mood. Kneel, to sit with the help of our knees. They have knelt down and prayed. She kneeled down beside him. Then we talked about cling. You're holding something tightly. Another man was rescued as he clung to the river bank. He managed to cling onto the mountain. Slay, to kill a person or animal violently. The king slew the dragon, who was found slain in his apartment. Eavesdrop, to listen somebody talk secretly. Sorry, I just eavesdropped and now I feel I shouldn't have. I noticed him eavesdropping throughout our conversation. Okay, now the quiz. Remember the fill in the blanks we did when we started. So Poonam, what do you think? What will be the first answer? He was dash. Why he couldn't score a single run? What do you think?
Bewildered.
Bewildered.
Was bewildered.
Bewildered. There are two Poonam Shukla, sir.
There are not one Poonam Shukla and one is
नहीं no
Poonam.
पूनम आपने शायद मुझे लगा पूनम बोला होंगे.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, no problem. So yeah, the right answer is he was bewildered.
Bewildered.
Very nice. Okay, number 2. What will be the number 2?
Sir,
Kneel.
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 Whenever he is
Always-
into church, he
Kneel.
always kneel down.
He
Kneel down.
always
Kneel
Yes,
down.
kneels.
Kneels down.
Kneels. Yes.
Present hoga, present 2, kneels. Okay, number 3. What will be number 3?
Play. He never.
To eavesdrop.
Many don't.
Cling, sir. Cling.
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 Eavesdrop his parents.
Cling.
The right answer is eavesdrop. Cling कैसे आप cling लिख रहे हो? Mrs. to cling पकड़ के रखता है क्या पेरेंट को? मतलब आप लोग ऐसा सोच रहे हो?
Cling
आपको-
last वाला होगा.
Okay, many
Many
dogs
dogs.
have been dashed by the roadside.
Play.
Cling
Play.
by the.
Play.
Plunk.
Play.
Plunk. Plunk.
Number
I see.
4.
Plain.
Slung क्या होता है?
Play.
What are you people telling?
Many dogs are
Plain.
Plain. Plain.
Slain, S-L-A-I-N, slain, past participle. Past participle, slain. Number 5, he was dashed onto the high-rise building.
Cling.
Clang. Clang. Cling.
He was
Cling, sir.
clinging, he was clinging,
Yes, sir.
he was
Cling.
holding, he was clinging onto
Clang.
the high-rise building. He was clinging. Okay, kindly see this sentences and now I'm going to give you a topic to make. You have only 5 minutes time and today your topic is this. I'm giving you 5 minutes to chalk out your plan. Success doesn't come to you, you go to it. Success doesn't come to you, you go to it. It's a wonderful topic and you can use all the words really amazingly if you really try. Really nice. Okay, so your time is already started. 5 minutes. Be ready. And those who are seeing this in a recorded form, they can do the video recording and you can send it to me through WhatsApp.
Or to be successful, you have to cling your goal. Then you have to put all your efforts to achieve your goal. You have to do a lot of hard work. You have to slay your negativity and your bad habits. Don't eavesdrop what others say about you. You will be bewildered by them, but you don't listen to them. But always believe in you. Once you will be successful, they will kneel down in front of you.
To your goal. Otherwise, and do not become a bewilder. And day and night think about your goal, and we should go with our goal. Further, don't kneel down and pray God always. Don't eavesdrop to any gossip around you. And don't think of people's who want to uh, okay, don't chance and goals also. Then we are clinging it and move ahead to get the success. We always kneel down in front of God and to pray about the success, to fulfill our success. Our friends are eavesdroppings of our success or dream, but we don't think about it. We ignore it. We don't bewilder that time. We go ahead in our life and get a success in our life. Thank you, sir.
Okay, very good, Yogita. Most of the sentences were right. But thoda sa, we don't bewildered nahi likhe, we don't become bewildered.
Become.
We don't become bewildered. ऐसे लिख सकते हैं आप.
Sir,
Okay, we'll go.
sir,
Yeah.
Sir, one confusion is there.
Yeah,
So
Rupa.
the word slay, so we
Slay.
have to use the person or a animal should be killed. That means
Yeah.
you can't use it is in the manner of internal what is it called slay our bad habit that type.
See, slay means you are killing someone in a violent way. मतलब बुरी तरह से किसी को आप जब मार रहे हो, तो उसमें आप अपने बैड हैबिट्स को मार रहे हो, वो सही नहीं होगा. वी हैव टू किल आवर बैड हैबिट्स बोल सकते हो, बट स्ले नॉर्मली वी यूज व्हेन वी kill any man, any person or any animal.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to the next speaker, Kanchan.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Success doesn't always work hard. Work sincerely. You just cling to your goal, and one day you will definitely succeed. Never bewilder that what are you doing.
And for success, we all have to do hard work too. I have seen so many people who cannot set the goal of them and always wants to get success and bewilder. According to me, we should have a future planning. If we cannot do it, so nothing will happen. In our life, we have some people who wants to get us down, but we shouldn't eavesdrop them.
But it is not too easy. It is very difficult. If anyone clings to his aim first to last, then he achieve it. So success is very difficult things.
Do you go to it? You do not know. You do not do anything. Success will not be getting to you. Always you should give your best. I took admission in college. That time I was bewildered. Which course, what I was took, science or art. That time I was kneeling down and prayed to God. I talked my other colleagues. They did not give me any suggestion. I took my decision. My friends eavesdropped my gossip. I take my right decision. Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Topic is very, I think, very statement is very clear, and we all know that we have to we have to go for success. We should keep trying for getting anything to fulfill our dreams, to fulfill our to go with our destination, where we want to go or what we want to do. You should know about that, and your keep trying is more important for getting these things. This is the time to fast growing, and we should you should cling to the goal, what I want to do and what I want to get from my life, what is my achievement, what is my dream. So the part is, then only you can get your success, then only you can fulfill your dreams. If the goal is in your mind, always in your mind, and you are on that focus, you are doing your focus on the particular thing what you want to do. This life is a lots of in this life we we find lots of ways to that ways we reach our destination. And at that time you feel bewildered, go this way or this way, which is right or wrong, whatever we can say. So that time you became bewildered, but you should go, you should straight forward to your goal only. Don't go here and there. And and the focus and the concentration will definitely go that way only, that way which reaches your goal. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Very good, Savita.
Come to you. You go to it. It is a very true and old saying. To achieve our goal, we should cling our goal. At first, we cling our goal. We should never bewilder about our goal. We always kneel down in front of God and believe in God. Sometimes we bewilder and slay our goal. We should eavesdrop our inner voice and to achieve our goal. Thank you.
Very good, very good.
Good evening to everyone. Today my topic is success does not come to you, you go to it. That this is a universal truth in everyone's life. Success is the key word that everyone wants to get in their life. Because of that reason, they were bewildered to take right decisions in the right time. There was a small story. There was a couple who decided to live for a whole life, but something that some reasons they don't want to be continue that. So they decided to be separate each other, and for that the man has to be give some amount to the wife, and after giving the certain amounts to the wife, now the man has only $17 along with him. So he decided to spend that $17 in any of the work, and then after he will lost his life. Then he decided, then he eavesdropped from someone else. He eavesdropped that there was a casino. This is the place where he can enjoy his life as well as he can spend that money.
So come easily, we achieve it. Always believe own self and stay true. We should always work hard, pure and simple. Never stop the dream. Dream is the better way to achieve our success. When our dream is not fulfilled, what do? We kneel down and pray to God, but always focus on our goal. Focus is so important because it is the gateway to all thinking, perception, and decision making. Don't eavesdrop to any person. This is the bad effect to achieve our goal. If we will cling to our bad habit, we are never success in our life. We have faces many situations in our life. This time, if we bewildered, we never achieve our goal. Always stay positive. Positivity gives happiness in our life. That is the best way to achieve success in our life. Thank you, sir.
Very good. Wonderful, Orpita. Very nice. Just
Tell a story. When I was teenager and I was looking for to pursue a career, I was bewildered by many options. Then I decided that I will not got myself confused, and I cling to my main goal, which I want to achieve. And that time, when I was in the way to pursue my career, I eavesdropped the conversation of my parents. They were talking about my marriage. Then I went to God. I was very upset that time. Then I went to God and kneeled down and asked him to show me the way. And then I decided I will not allow anyone to slay my dreams and slay my feelings. And I'm not able to connect the sentence. And then I took decision that I am not going to marry so soon, and I am not have any regret for my option which I took that time.